Coming up on LiveWire, we've got a great show for you today. From the Gay Men's Chorus, we're going to be talking about their upcoming show. It's called To The Max, the best hits of the 80s, and you'll really enjoy it. And if you've never been there, really get a pencil and write down the dates and times, because you can take your entire family and they'll really enjoy it. So also, we're going to have Sean Stewart, who is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fine arts photographer. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. It's called the Gay Men's Chorus, Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus, and it is big time for Sacramento. And with me in the studio is Don Henkel and Christian Baum, who are not only do they sing, but they also run the show, right?
Well, I wouldn't say I run the show. Definitely this gentleman.
We run the pre-show, like get the audience in there.
Yes, I am the artistic director and conductor, so
lots
of show running is going on.
Yeah, it's all on your shoulders after a while, you know. Yeah. So tell me what you picked some of the best hits of the 80s, and I'm interested what those might be. And you can't tell me all. It's quite all right.
Okay.
You want to have some really interesting surprises.
How about some artists? The Pointer Sisters, Aha, Madonna.
Madonna. Oh, I remember Madonna.
Madonna's got a good. Elton John's in there for an 80s hit. So a lot of really famous songs that people can sing along to and will enjoy and remember from the beautiful 80s.
Yeah, it sounds good. And tell us about the chorus, because the chorus is really big and beautiful. I mean, it's alive with sound. I can't describe it because I've been to it a bunch of times, and it's just so different each time.
Well, we've got close to 100 singers, and now that we're current, it's no longer all gay men. We've got trans, non-binary, women, straight men. So it's become just a big melting pot of a musical family.
Okay.
Yeah. So together we make a really great, bold, bright sound.
The name will probably stay as a legacy, at least right now, right? Yeah. To honor the legacy of how we started back in 1984. It was actually the Sacramento Men's Chorus. It wasn't even gay in '84. And it evolved. And as Christian said, now we're very welcoming. And if you were to look at like the Progress Pride flag, it's the rainbow flag plus all these other entities. And that's exactly what the chorus is welcomed into. And as we always say, if you can sing in the TTBB range, tenor 1, tenor 2, baritone, or bass, you are welcome to come and audition for the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Okay.
Yep.
So and when is this glorious thing going to happen?
17th and 18th of this month. So like Ray, it's like a week from Friday is opening night.
So I can just, there it is. Look at that. Just like on television.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's To The Max, and we're going to be at the Sophia this time, home of the B Street Theater. So it's a beautiful, brand new venue.
It's gorgeous, state of the art. It's on 27th and Capitol. It's beautiful acoustics, beautiful lighting, and soundboards. Yeah. So we're very lucky and fortunate to be there.
It is good.
But we're only doing 3 shows.
Right.
So it's Friday, and then there's a Saturday matinee and a Saturday evening. So if you for the people that want to get their tickets, they really should probably not wait too long.
Well, see, are they in the booth? Have just thrown up the.
You can actually go to sacgaymenschorus.org, and there's a link on our webpage that'll take you right to the ticket.
And you can look at www.sacgaymenschorus.org.
Yep.
That's right. All right. So, and Sophia, I have been in that, and you're right about the acoustics. It's really, somebody did a good job there.
Yes.
And so the choice of the matter is up to you, right? You got to choose those things.
I chose all of the songs, and this was my process because there's so many great 80s songs.
God, yes.
So I thought, what would a chorus sound good singing? which of all these thousands of songs? So I went through and found the songs that I thought would translate well to a chorus. And a lot of those have gospel verses and choruses at points. So I did my homework, and I think we'll all be pleasantly surprised when you show up.
Oh, this is good. Good. And Don, how's the sales doing?
We're doing okay. Ticket sales are brisk, so it's good. But I wouldn't wait too long.
Right.
We've been doing quite a few performances within the community. Obviously, it's June. It's Gay Pride Month, and we're hitting a lot of festivals and doing a lot of outreach. And as we do that, ticket sales get higher and higher and higher each time we do that. So,
Well, let's we're talking about the chorus. Let's have a look at the chorus a little bit here. Maybe
sure.
you can narrate this design here. Oh.
this was go ahead.
That was our Pop in the Park concert at Southside Park, and we gave a free concert to the community, and people came out with picnic baskets and blankets, and we sang 8 or 9 of the hits that we're going to sing at our concert, and it was just a really fun, magical time. The audience was great. They gave us a lot of great applause, and it was a fun afternoon.
Is that the new LGBTQ?
That's the progress flag that we call
Flag.
it. And that picture right there is us performing at Placer Pride. And this was the second Placer Pride, but the first one outside, I think.
Right.
So this was a pretty big deal. Again, we gave them a little hint of our show. And that was a lot of fun. It was a smaller festival, but very, very warm and welcoming. I mean, the people were really glad we were there.
Yeah.
It was
Again,
wonderful.
a really good audience for us.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so then people can bring their children, we said, and I think that that's important, because 100 voices is an amazing experience. And then the whole idea of hearing these best hits of your parents
The parents
or
were-
your grandparents.
The parents will definitely know these songs because
That's my
they were alive
generation.
and well. But there was something for everyone. The kids, there will be
Yeah.
dancing and cool lighting. There might even be a superhero or two that show up. So lots of fun things for kids to enjoy.
This is good. Now, about the chorus, it has about 4 or 5 major shows a year. Is this correct?
Just 2 majors.
Oh, 2 major.
Yeah, holiday and then
various
spring.
Smaller groups doing performances.
There is a smaller part of this chorus called Polyphonics, which is a smaller ensemble, and they do a lot of outreach events on behalf of the chorus. Events where the whole chorus technically wouldn't be able to go, right?
Right.
Because that 100 singers is a lot of people to go show up at a lot of these events.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we've done quite a few outreach events for sure. One of the things we did this year, which was actually was really cool, is we got to sing the national anthem at the Sacramento Kings game for Equality Night, and that was pretty impressive. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. It's usually one good, coloratura singing.
Yeah, hearing that reverb in that arena was pretty moving, actually.
Yeah.
So
That was a special treat for us.
Yeah,
And
it really
really
was.
cool. Right after we finished, the announcer said, "That was amazing."
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good. So there are a number of other ways that people can come and see the chorus throughout the year.
If people just start going to our website, sacgamingschorus.org, there's so much information there. You can learn about the history of the organization and the chorus. You can learn about what we're doing, what we have planned coming up as well. Obviously, you can see all the people who support us, which is great. California Arts Council gave us a nice grant, which enabled us to do that concert in the park.
Yeah.
And we're now starting to hear feedback from people who were there and how much they enjoyed it. And that kind of moves the heart. It really does.
It does.
Because one of the things Christian always says is, you never know when you sing, you're going to change somebody. You're going to make a difference in somebody's life. And obviously that day we did.
We did.
Yeah.
This is good. It's so wonderful. And this also could happen. I could come and hear the 80s songs again and then take my tie off and dance.
It's a really good show. It really is. It's SGMC to the max, and we're having a lot of fun with this show. Sometimes you got to cut loose and have a really fun time, and this is definitely the show we're doing that with.
So I loved what you said earlier about the picking songs that would work for a chorus, a large chorus.
Right.
And I'm interested in, because you have your tenors over here and you got your baritones up in there. And so it'd be really interesting to see which ones you chose, where you're going to have the sound change in the middle of the song somehow.
A couple of these songs also have countertenors. So that's above a tenor
yes.
singing in like the alto range. So we've got some higher male voices and female voices that will be adding a little cherry on top to the sound.
I love it.
Yeah.
Great.
It's gonna be amazing.
Well, I think it's fascinating, and it's fascinating that we have a chorus like this in our town. I mean, there are a few other choruses. There's one in San Francisco, but I don't know if it's still existing. Is there some trouble? I don't know, but there's a San Francisco men's chorus, and then there's one in, I think, Los Angeles.
Yep.
Well, there's lots of LGBT or gay men's choruses throughout the country for sure. Sacramento has been really good to SGMC.
Yeah.
And we just like to give back. That's what we like to do. We like to give back to our community.
Yeah, well, these last few years have been a little tough for everybody,
Yeah.
all the performing arts for sure. But we're coming back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I like
Yeah, and of course this weekend is Pride, so we're going to be we'll be performing at the Pride Festival on Saturday at about 11 o'clock, and we're also going to be marching in the Pride Parade this year, and we got a nice little surprise yesterday. Christian is going to be one of the Grand Marshals of the parade, and believe it or not, the chorus is another Grand Marshal of the parade. And
They're going to sit on the back of a Ford?
That's never happened. That's never happened.
They're gonna march.
Oh, okay.
And I was very
Hey,
honored.
there's a picture of you smiling.
Yep.
I was honored to be chosen as Grand Marshal, but more importantly, the 100 singers and volunteers that were picked to be Grand Marshals as well in the chorus, that's the cool thing, because they spend so much time volunteering their hours, their focus, practicing at home, practicing at rehearsals. So the amount of man hours that go into creating a concert like this it's huge. So I'm really, really grateful that all of the singers were chosen as Grand Marshals, because they really deserve it.
Yeah, and that either that or this wonderful event that you have, you'll be able to hear a chorus of people that I have found it as amazing sounds that you can make with, 30 altos.
Well, you've heard the saying of, we'll be singing in the streets. Well, on Sunday during the parade, we really will be singing in the street.
And there's the parade. Oh, look, there's the Pride marching. You're going to march
Yeah,
up.
it starts on 8th Street right there by Southside Park, and then it takes a little jog there, and then it goes down 10th to the Capitol.
Down 10th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be careful not to drive there.
Right. We'll be teasing
I remember
some of
last time.
our
I-
music for
What?
the concert.
Yeah, you're going to hear little snippets for the concert, so.
Yeah.
And you'll see the Grand Marshals.
Yes.
Yeah. Grand Marshals, okay. Just so they're real marshals coming away. So good. This is really good. And so let's just repeat what we said earlier about the upcoming event at Sophia.
So
Sophia, where is that? Let's see, where, what, when, where. Who?
So it's Sophia, which is home of the B Street Theater. June 17th and 18th are the 2 nights for the 2 show dates. Friday night and the Saturday we have 2, matinee at 3 and then the regular show at 7. Okay, tickets can be gotten through our links, either going to the B Street Theater box office itself, or go to sacgamonschorus.org. Click on the link for SGMC to the Max. It'll take you directly to the box office for the Sophia.
And they have an afternoon show at 3 o'clock on
Yep.
that Saturday. That's usually really great for kids
Yeah.
to come. So I wanted to ask you, how did you two get into this kind of business, this singing business? How do you do? Were you walking down the street one day and an angel flew up to your ear and said, "Go, Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus now"?
Well, I think our love for choral singing began in high school. At least it
Yeah,
did for
it did,
me.
yeah.
You get the bug. You like you say, making music with so many people is very powerful.
Yes.
And you get that bug for singing, and it's hard to get out of your system because it's really cool. So as you get into adulthood, you think, I want to sing in a choir like I did back in high school. And so as gay men, you mix those two and you get the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus, or any gay men's chorus, and it's basically a match made in heaven.
With that, I'll say thank you so much for coming and we'll see you at To The Max. Okay?
Definitely. Thanks
All
for
right.
you.
Thanks. Okay, well, we're going to take a short pause for the cause, and we're going to be back. We're going to be back with Sean Stewart. He is a fine arts photographer, and if you don't know what that means, stick around. We'll be back just right after this.
Do you want to meet a family with a transgender kid? Here we are. Max loves to do backflips. Max loves to play his ukulele. Max loves to just be a kid and just be himself. When I found out I was pregnant, all I really wanted was a happy, healthy, whole child. And that's what I got. I think it's really important for people to know that trans kids don't have a political agenda. They are just kids. Like any parent, we love our kids unconditionally, and we will never stop fighting for them. Stand with us. Protect our families.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
We're back. I'm Ray Tatter with LiveWire, and with me in the studio live is Sean Stewart.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And if you go to Sean's website on after the show, you'll see kind of what we're talking about, which is an amazing series of photographs that will, I mean, they're photographers who are fine arts photographers. They do weddings. They do headshots for actors.
Right.
Right. But yours tends to be much more artistic in terms of the imagery, some stunning use of technology. I don't know how I want to talk about this technology and how you stumbled into this. And I mean, there are models there. As you would use human being models, and you work with lighting and all of the techniques. But I find the effects are different than most photographers.
Yeah, well, I stumbled upon photography trying to get into doing video for myself at the time. Something I wanted to pick up during the pandemic, which we had a lot of time to kind of focus on a lot of things. And in the process, I stumbled upon photography, just how I was able to capture images, how I were able to give people memories, be able to freeze things in time. And I wanted to take my artistic talents and put that into what you can see as an expression of whatever you wanted it to be. So yeah, you can do like your average portraits, or we can have fun and make this an art piece. Yeah.
I mean, you have all of the space in the picture, time, the expression of the person, color, form, distance away from the camera. Well, all of these potential aspects to create not only just an image in a piece of paper, but an effect.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I see is in almost everything you do there. There's a kind of an effect.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you know, typically most people feel like you have to be a model in order to be on the other side of a photo. But the way I see it is models were regular people, you know, at that obtain that position. So where we can take a beautiful girl and do what we normally do, let's say a beach scene, or we can take that beautiful girl and, hey, let's do something artsy with that. Let's try to make something that's stunning beyond what we would typically do in that fashion. So I want things that can give you more of the wow factor than the, oh, okay, well, I can do that too.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna. Here's some of your works. Look, the sky. Look at the color
that's
of
my
the
mom
flowers,
there at the
color.
lupine field. Yeah.
I find it fascinating.
Yeah,
chair was heavy. The chair. I wanted.
It was heavy, heavy, but it was worth it for my mom for sure.
I know it. I know it. That's a wonderful shot.
Yeah.
And I hope we have more backstage there. I'm sure we do. My director's nodding yes. Oh, there's another one. Look at that.
Yeah, another spring photo I did with my mom. She's one of my biggest supporters. So when it comes down to doing photos, pretty much getting everyone motivated and ready. That's the mother of my children. That's Cassie. We did that at Folsom Lake. Just wanted to do an image of like something. It reminded me of the Paramount kind of movie logo.
Oh yes, so, I see it. The movie logo.
Yeah,
I can see
so,
that light on her face and all of that.
Yeah, that's her again, and that's my daughter Noemi.
I see.
Yeah, same place. It wasn't much wind, so we had to make the most out of it.
But look at the colors.
Yeah, definitely.
They're just so bright and cheery. Yeah. Those are some wonderful shots.
Thank you.
And I really do love seeing your website. I find it fascinating.
Thank you.
So you were walking down the street one day and you said, "Gosh, I think I want to be a photographer."
Yeah. Well, you know, once I got into photography, as I said, there was a lot of people who wanted to, who tried to give me the direction of what kind of photography do you want to do, and I realized, well, no matter what photography I want to do, I have to learn how to use my camera. So I would do different things. I would go outside and throw bird seed out and wait for the birds to come, and then figure out, why is it blurry? Why is it too dark? Why can't I capture them in motion? You know, why is the lighting this way? And so once I played around with it more, I started attending any event that I could take pictures of, which is every event. And from there, I figured, okay, well, let's make these pictures fun. If we're going to take pictures, let's make them enjoyable to see versus something everybody can do with just a camera phone nowadays. Yeah.
So have you done any shows other than the ones you do up in your studio?
Actually, I do those outside, or I don't really typically do too much studio work. Not that I don't want to, but there's so many avenues that you can do outside if you just change the way that you look at the area. So
where is that?
That was at goodness, it was at a national park. The mine, I forgot what the gold mine was, but there's a place up north where you can travel and see like there's a cottage up the hill, and my daughter and everyone was there. Yeah, my daughter and my mom, definitely. That was actually closing time.
Yeah, really?
Closing time, yeah, we did that right outside. They're like, sorry, we're closing, but had to get that shot for sure.
That's a lovely shot.
Yeah.
Lovely shot.
Yeah, and that was right outside. That's my mom and Cassie and her mother as well. We did those on Easter. So I wanted to just give a different feel for Easter outside of the typical egg basket and Easter bunny.
Right.
You know, show some vivid colors, yeah.
Fantastic. And people also are very interested in, because this is so different and because it's very, being creative means you have to use all of the potentialities from time to time to see if that works or that works or that works. And I think it's kind of interesting in terms of your imaging that you do different choices every time almost, give it a nice feel to it.
Yeah, definitely. I try to do things that people do and don't expect. A lot of times most people don't know the photography I'm doing. I just kind of plan out in secret with people, hey, we're going to do this and we'll release it later, and then get people's reaction. And it's gotten to the point where at most photo shoots, people don't even ask for the images. They just they trust.
Have a look at that guy.
Oh yeah. Wanted to get one tricky. I was really hoping I didn't drop my lens on that one.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And I'm young enough or old enough to remember that kind of machinery.
Yeah.
And these are great too. Look
at that's at the Japanese garden at Mickey Grove Park. That's my friend Sassy in the front, Molly on the side. We did a couple people there. We did a different couple shots, but It was really nice out there. That was a theme that I've been thinking of doing for a long time. That's me hidden.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great look because
Yeah.
it looks like you are right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my son, Jaden. I did that picture in different series of colors. I call it Roy G. Biv. But I thought it would be cool for a kid to have a sword and just, in a nice, safe way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's quite a sword.
Yeah, quite a sword.
Sure. So, I can see, you have a kind of a sense of also imagery from interesting periods of time,
Right.
and characters, like the guy with the hood and the sword.
Right.
And also, look at that. That's
That was at the Antelope Slam. That's my friend Lorraine. She's always my go-to model for my shoots, and I'm really proud of that shot. We got that in the one take. So yeah.
Oh, look, and what's that?
That's Marv. That's another friend of mine I'm working with. He's actually a music artist. So we helped develop this as part of his marketing for his music album that he's releasing.
That's good.
Yeah, that one is a shoot I did with. I wanted to get a bunch of black men together and represent us in a real nice and clean way outside of the stereotypes that are typically presented upon us.
I see it.
And that was a very moving piece. I wanted to show my climb from the struggles I went through to how I became a father, a businessman, and me taking a picture, and then the picture of me taking the picture to show the growth. Yeah.
All good. I see it. Wow.
Great.
Those are stunning
Thank
pieces
you.
of work.
Thank you.
And I can say that without reservation because they are.
Yeah, thank you.
So, and what about heroes in photography? I mean, do you,
I follow. There is an artist a photographer that I followed by the name of Manny Ortiz. He's a YouTube, but he does really well. But as far as mainstream, I'm a firm fan of Bob Ross. I would say Hype Williams, Spike Lee. A lot of these people influenced me with their creative styles. Norman Rockwell, especially.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased, and you got another fan here.
Oh, thank you.
Sean Stewart, fine arts photographer.
Yes.
I want to thank you for
No
talking
problem.
to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week with another show called LiveWire, and I would thank you for people like Sean here to come on our program, and tune in then. Every Wednesday, live at 5. Bye.